Good evening, fellows. So I just want to take a few minutes of your time just to speak about the verdict of George Floyd today. This moment marked a very important history in our generation and generation to come. Why this is important? This is not just about America. This is not just about race in this country, but it's about race issue in the whole entire world. The reason why George Floyd death and justice is important because it will set a precedence. There are numerous times that police officers and citizens have encountered and that caused the death of many, many innocent people, but it was never been recorded, just like this one. So in those scenarios, the officers usually were not arrested, or if they are arrested, there is not enough evidence against them. So that led them to be free. In this situation, it was caught on tape and called all the attention, and the whole world watched the way the officer was kneeling down on an innocent man for 9 minutes. So that's why this verdict today is important. But we have to factor one thing. George Floyd will never be with his family again. But this verdict is important because it fills the vacuum, the concept that people always have that when a white officer killed a person of color, justice is not there. The hope for justice is very minimal. So today that has been overturned, and this is a new beginning. This is a new hope, not only for America, but for the whole world. I understand the situation of the police officers. Some might see this as the officers are not being empowered to do their jobs because they would put in the back of their mind that they could be prosecuted if they make mistakes or so forth. But we have to understand that to be a police officer comes with some responsibilities. The reason why this is critical because if George Floyd was a white man, the situation might not be like this. So that is what people are crying for. It is not that the officer intended or did not intend. That is not what is the question here. But the fact that this would have been handled differently if George Floyd was white. So that's why everybody was out there protesting because it is very inhumane to kneel on someone's neck for that long, knowing that that man can die. I also understand the fact that officers are there to protect us. That's why not all police officers are like that. So I think Minnesota Police Department will make some adjustments in the way they do policing so that their recruits could be briefed and they could understand the limitation of force on innocent citizens. So this, of course, is a turning point in the history, not just in America, for the whole world. Race is a very sensitive area, and we need to speak about it, to frankly speak about it in order to narrow down the gap so that each and everybody, either a police officer or non-police officer, would see one another as a human being. and will value each and everyone's life. As it was stated in the Constitution, all men are created equal. So let's take this as a lesson learned, not just for the police, but for the entire human race, that we cannot condone such an inhumane act. So today, the Floyd family is happy. They are celebrating. They're not celebrating just for the victory, for justice, but they are celebrating that the precedents that this case has done. And from now on, hopefully, many of such cases will be prosecuted and then justice will be served. So I thank you to share these minutes with me, and I feel relief, and I continue praying for the deceased. I thank you all.